Hey, we're here.
Hey. I like how every time we start, we're all looking to the right because we're watching the intro.
You said the same thing last week.
Yep.
It's true.
Let's see how many times he's going to say the same thing every week.
Tune in next week to find out. Hey, yo.
Hey.
So,
Heroes and villains. Thank you for joining us once again for me. Or maybe for the very first time, this episode of Initiative. I'm your Professor GM, Colby, joined by my lovely caster and crew, Cory.
hi, my name is Cory, and tonight I'll be playing as Jordan Teller.
David.
Hi, my name's David, and I play as Barrett Stair.
And Nicole.
I just accidentally touched the microphone.
Playing Arabella. As you can see, I'm chilling. I've got a mask.
A mask.
It's
An
got
initiative
a
mask.
Yeah.
The Umbra initiative load. Oh, yeah, look at that. That came out. Let's do it on camera.
Oh, yeah, it does actually.
Yeah, look at that.
Man, that's clean.
I'm also wearing the Umbra initiative beanie.
Look at that
The
merch.
beanie baby right here.
Yeah, the,
What?
the beanie
And not
baby.
to mention the snapback.
Yeah, baby.
boy.
Looking dope.
I didn't wear the shirt today.
That's fine.
I really should have. Excuse me. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Umbra Initiative, the show where we play Mutants and Masterminds, published by Green Ronin Publishing, a game normally about superheroes and doing superhero things, but we decided to take a darker, more thriller,
More edgy.
edgy. I struggle to use the word horror to describe us because it's not really what the show is. I don't think it's horror-based.
Yeah. Has
Definitely.
themes, though.
It's
I would
it's
say
a thriller.
themes.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
supernatural thriller.
Yeah.
You know?
I agree.
That's what I would describe it. It's my birthday today.
It's his
Happy
birthday.
birthday,
Yeah.
He's
So
fucking 75.
as a gift to
Everybody
myself.
guess how old he is in the comment.
Yes. Guess how old Colby
I am
is.
curious. As a gift to myself, I'm killing all of you.
Oh, no.
Hold on, there we go. As always in chat, let us know if audio is all messed up in any way.
Yeah, let us
shape, or
know. Let us
form.
know how we sound.
I know last episode we had a music issue, so hopefully that's corrected now. Let us know otherwise. So 31. Fuck. You
Bitch.
old bitch.
Audio video seems good. Good.
Awesome.
Yeah, last week was a pretty heavy episode, guys.
I was feeling that after, man.
Yeah, we were not happy. What?
Oh, God.
Oh, Neil, thank you for the bits.
Damn. Holy crap, happy birthday. Thank you, Neo.
Thank you, thank you,
Appreciate
thank you.
that. I don't know why this is still on.
Feel the heat.
It should remain on until we get famous.
It'll
Remain on until we get so many bits that it just keeps going, feel the heat, feel the heat, feel the heat.
I missed the Japanese X-Men for when we got subs. That was dope.
I would
Feel
like
the
to have
heat.
that
Sub.
back.
Yeah.
Sub.
We're all dumb. We're all a cult.
I feel bad for anybody that's listening to the
I know.
podcast version of this because it's just us saying dumb shit.
Watch it on Twitch, and you'll know.
Yeah.
You can watch us on twitch.tv/TTAPNX.
And you too can guess Colby's age based on how he looks.
Yeah.
Or if you're listening on
47.
Spotify or Google Play Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, or if you're watching on YouTube, all of it, Keep Tapping X, you can just skip us the intro.
Right to the action.
Oh yeah, the Japanese X-Men intro. Yeah,
Oh,
dude, it's sick.
travel the moon!
It's so good.
With the coolest guitar riffs
Yeah.
and the whole fucking thing.
All right.
So good, so good. I love it.
So, unless we're not, I'm missing something to show. We can go right into it, right?
Yeah, I think we're good.
Good.
I think we're good.
I don't know.
Let's do a little recap. The story so far. Episode 6. Something lurks within the forests of Arcadian Haven. Northeast of town lies the Woken Woods campground, and it's also where our party find themselves after a hunt gone wrong.
Sorry. I did not mean to go.
Lacey LaCroix, member of the Arcadian Haven Hunting Lodge, had stumbled upon something terrifying in the forest. It had almost killed her dear friend Jason and our party, thinking that this could be another supernatural disturbance, decided to join in on the hunt. They'd soon realize that their suspicions were correct when they are attacked by coyotes corrupted by writhing, enlarged black ticks. During their encounter, something stirs inside of Arabella, unleashing a transformation within her into a malicious and sadistic demonic form. Barrett attempts to incapacitate her, with Jordan coming to her defense amongst the confusion. All while Lacey, facing a strange corruption herself, is obsessed with enacting vengeance for her hurt friend. The battle leads into the cabins, where the party is confronted by a moose consumed by the black ticks. Through some shenanigans involving a coyote meteor, the animals are defeated, but Arabella was still on her bloodlust. The party fight amongst themselves, with Arabella dealing a mortal wound to Lacey. Barrett gets some distance in the conflict, while Jordan holds off their demonic companion. Her strength proves too much for the ex-astronaut, as she deals yet another fatal injury. Barrett flees with Lacey as Jordan falls to his supposed demise. The party fight amongst themselves. I'm an idiot. Before Arabella can depart, she is confronted and subdued by two familiar individuals. Barrett, however, returns home and contacts his superiors with an update on what is happening. And he is told to rid himself of any quote-unquote distractions. He brings the dying Lacey outside to finish the job, only to change his mind once Bowie begins observing him. However, while bringing Lacey to Doc Hal at the urgent care facility, Lacey passes on. The next morning, Jordan awaits within the NTRPG compound, healed from his injuries. Arabella is also home, with little to no memory of the night prior. A man approaches her in secret, offering her and the party answers on what is actually going on in Arcadian Haven, if they meet him at the Orange Crest Cinema the next night. He says that his name is Raj. Jordan, distraught over recent events, shares a conversation with Arabella before being interrupted by Mother Adele, who makes a rather aggressive attempt to convince Jordan that what he saw the night before was simply a nightmare. Will Jordan leave behind Arcadian Haven in his current mental state? What secrets will Raj unveil? Perhaps the answer lies within the Umbra.
You know, starting this campaign, I didn't know like what we were getting ourselves into, but I never thought I would get gaslit by a nun.
You're just imagining things.
Like if I didn't have gaslit by a nun on my 2021 bingo card.
All right.
No. I demand no!
Satisfaction. So.
It happened. I have a seed stuck in my tooth.
Oh no,
that's
you done
rough.
did it now.
Yeah, you
That's the real horror.
The
You
urge to
manifested
stick
it.
my whole hand in my mouth to get it is intense.
We fade in on no precinct.
Oh.
All right.
Oh.
Okay.
Except for, no, just kidding.
Cry for the moon!
Cry for the moon! So, we join our heroes on this Friday, September 25th, 2026. Jordan, you and Arabella just separated. You still in the room, in the dorm rooms of the once college dorm room facility, now turned into the lodging for the NTRPG. And what do? You feel sore. Feels rough, but your regenerative properties have all but healed your wounds. You're just gonna need to limber up.
Yeah. The first thing I try to do is climb out of bed and gather my belongings.
Okay. Easy enough. Yeah. Yeah, your stuff is left like in front of the bed. So you see on a chair is your clothing, but a lot of your stuff is like ripped and torn up.
Yeah.
Namely like part of your collar, where Arabella had like bit down and like ripped off a chunk of you. Like that part of the collar is like totally fucked up now. But yeah, your stuff is there. God, okay. Thank you for the follow.
Oh, thanks.
I don't know what to do. Yep.
Just continue.
Yes.
I get dressed and gather my things and get ready to leave.
Okay, yeah. You start gathering your things, getting everything together. You do know your vehicle is not there, obviously.
Yeah.
What are the other two doing?
Could you remind me when Raj wanted to meet us there? Like that night or like
He wanted you to meet him the next night.
Okay. So that would be this night or the next
No,
one?
he spoke to you today. So
Okay, so the next one. So Saturday night.
Yep. I'll double check just to be sure. I believe he said the next night.
Just so I'm clear in what I need to.
Yep, the next night.
Okay, cool. So Saturday night.
Yes.
I'm going to like write a little note. Two notes actually. One of them I'm gonna slide under the door, to where I know Jordan was.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say, meet me at Orange Crest Theater Saturday night.
Okay. Do you like me? Yes, no.
Maybe.
Are you still mad?
Yes.
Okay.
And I lied. I can't even do the second note. I guess I'll just give Barrett a call.
Okay, easy enough. You gave her your contact information.
I did, yeah.
2 episodes ago.
Yep.
Yep.
What are you doing, Barrett?
I'm assuming the position.
Excuse me?
I'm
Sandwich or no sandwich?
Sandwich.
Ah.
I'm driving up to the cliff
Okay.
with my sniper, and I'm
Yep. So
keeping an eye on the church.
So you had a bit of a late start today. You
Yeah.
did go to the diner and everything beforehand. So I think it's just as you're stopping, like, you're driven off road a bit.
Yeah.
And you open the car door, and as soon as you do, you ring, phone call.
I'm just like getting my stuff out of the car. As I start walking up the cliff, I answer. Arabella?
Hey, Barrett.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Doing all right. Another day at work. How about you?
I guess it could be better. I just wanted to let you know, I guess give you an update on Jordan. I guess he took a couple hits the other night.
Yeah.
When you guys were out hunting.
Yeah, he was roughed up a bit.
I also ran into a strange individual, and I was wondering if you knew who he was.
Strange how? Who are you talking about?
He said his name was Raj. He was dressed very nicely. I mean, you would know him if you see him.
I don't know him by name.
Well, he said that we should meet him at the Orange Crest Cinema.
He said that all three of us should meet him?
Yes.
How did he contact you?
He was just walking around the compound, and we happened to run into each other.
Is he there now?
Not that I know of. I can't seem to find him again, but I'm sure he's around somewhere.
Well, whoever he is, he's dangerous.
He didn't seem dangerous. He didn't threaten me in any way. He just...
Alright, how's Jordan doing?
Not great. I don't know. I tried to talk to him, but he's pretty upset right now.
Upset's better than dead.
Yeah. I don't know what you guys did, but
Well, what time does that man want to meet us?
just
He
at
said night.
night. He didn't give me a time.
Okay. Well,
I don't know. Obviously, you don't have to go.
look,
I'm assuming.
I don't know. I don't know if this is a personal affair of yours. I don't know what this is about. But if you go and you something happens, just give me another call and I'll head there.
Okay. I gave Mr. Teller a note. I hadn't talked to him about it, though.
Alright, well, if he's not going, I'll go with you.
Okay, if you don't mind, maybe you could talk to him. I don't know what's gotten into him. I don't know what happened last night.
Want
But
me to talk to him?
I don't know who else knows what we know. Oh, I was wondering if you had seen Lacey too. Or if you had her number, I could give her a call, make sure she's okay.
I don't have her number, but
The phone number 666.
911, but it's not for me.
I saw her the other night.
You fucking said that knowing the answer. How dare you?
Yeah, unfortunately Lacey didn't make it. Thought the info would have gotten to you by now.
What do you mean?
She got beat up the same way Jordan did the other night, and didn't really go well for her. And for Mother Adele, I thought you'd know.
It's just like gets dead quiet. I have to go,
Uh-huh.
but thank you.
Yeah, like I said, if you need me again, just call. As I'm saying this, I'm setting up my sniper and aiming, looking for her.
You know, I'm always watching out for you.
She just kind of like,
Guardian
it's
angel.
like, thank you again, and hangs up.
Okay. Okay.
Job well done.
Yeah.
Get that awkward conversation out of the way.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm prone to take out my sandwich. So.
Watches her hang up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
that's fucked up.
Oh my god.
What an ass. What a piece of fucking work. Alright. Arabella, where are you?
I'm gonna find Mother Adele.
Okay. Make for me a perception roll. Or just a general awareness roll.
That's cocked.
Yep, reroll.
Awareness, you said?
Yeah.
10.
10.
Yeah.
It's taking some time. And you're asking around. Nobody really knows where Mother Adele is. You're asking some of the nuns around. You're like, hey, is there, where's Mother Adele? And they're just like, oh, she's here. I'm pretty sure she's over there in that area. And you go there, nobody. You ask somebody else, and you just kind of keep getting led astray.
Mm-hmm.
And only until you start going through the main faculty building, you run into her, and she opens a familiar door that leads towards the basement area.
Mm-hmm.
She opens it up, and she, you're a little bit of a distance away. It looks like she hasn't really noticed you. She just shuts the door and locks it, puts the keys in her, just like holds onto them, just looks over, says, "Oh, child, hi, hello there."
I come up to her kind of looking like pretty distraught.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Mother Adele, did you know that Lacey?
She nods, not in confirmation, just like she knew she was gonna have to have this conversation. She says, yes, I discovered this news this morning.
You didn't tell me?
I was thinking of the best way to bring it up to you. I was going to tell you. There is a service tomorrow.
And what about... Did Jordan or anybody tell you what happened?
Well, it was, for all intended purposes, an accident while hunting.
She kind of looks like, a little teary-eyed, and she kind of like backs, like almost makes herself like smaller.
Yeah, she reaches out and like grabs onto your shoulder and pulls you in. She says, Arabella, it's okay.
It's my fault that she was there.
Of course it wasn't. You were here.
But I'm the one who visited her, and I told her that I had seen the same creature, and if I just hadn't let her go, then she would be here.
It's common to feel guilt in situations like this, child.
Something doesn't feel right, and I don't know what to do about it.
She has both your shoulders down and kind of holds you at arm's length. She says, what do we say in situations like this, Arabella? When things are bleak and you feel as though you have no control. She puts her forehead to yours, says, have faith.
I will.
And it is okay to mourn. And it is okay to feel distraught.
I just wish that I hadn't said anything to her at all.
Cherish whatever words you had with her, child.
Does Jason know?
I suspect he does. Her family was notified as well.
Would it be okay if I went to visit Jason?
I don't see why not, child. I believe he is still at the urgent care facility. But he will be released for the day, at least for the service.
Okay. She kind of like wipes her eyes a little bit and tries to like straighten up a little bit. Did Mr. Stay or Mr. Teller say anything about what had happened?
I had informed Mr. Stair this morning. And Jordan... he's in a fragile state right now. She looked off to the side for a moment. Yes, Mr. Teller is going through his own demons.
I noticed when I went to visit him. He was not his normal self.
No, I suspect not. You should have heard him throughout the night when Sister Miriam and I went to check on his wounds. Delirious.
Well, I hope that he is able to heal soon from that.
Some of us never do, unfortunately, but we will pray for him.
Okay.
Is there anything else, child?
That's all. Thank you.
Of course.
And she kind of like walks off.
Mm-hmm. All right. Jordan, so you're packing your things. Finish up, you see a note slide through earlier. What do you do?
Pick it up.
Yeah.
I read it.
Yeah.
Tells me to
Yep.
go to the.
It doesn't say who it
Oh.
it's from or anything. Like, just kept it vague.
It's got bubbly ass
Yeah.
handwriting, and all the eyes
says-
are hearts.
Yeah.
and,
From
like,
the desk of
Yeah.
Arabella.
It's plainly obvious who
Yeah.
it's from. It's been like fucking purple gel pen.
It's a little picture of Bowie.
Yeah.
It's got bite marks in the corner of it.
Right.
Little needle teeth. He reads it and kind of like scoffs and like stuffs it into his jacket pocket and throws his, I guess, a bag or whatever over his shoulder and gets ready to leave the compound. As he's going, he's like avoiding eye contact with people and whatever, and like everybody in the halls and on the grounds and everything. He's just like beelining to the gates. And while he does that, he digs through his jacket and finds his coat, digs through his jacket and finds his phone, and calls Natalie.
Yeah, rings for a few moments in here. Mr. Teller,
Hey.
what can I help you with this morning? Or
Or
this afternoon, I should say.
I think I'm leaving town, and before I go, we should talk.
Leaving town.
Permanently.
I see. I think I can move ahead of your appointment.
I can. I'll keep this brief for now because I need to get to my truck. But when's the earliest we can meet?
This seems urgent. I want to say tomorrow morning, but I don't know if you heard there was a death within the town. And
Yeah.
there's a service being held
When's the service?
pretty early. 9. We can speak after that, but if you would like, I could speak with you tonight.
Maybe we should meet tonight. If I'm still around, maybe we should go tomorrow together.
I would like that, Mr. Teller. Alright, I'll see you tonight. We'll say 6 o'clock.
Okay.
Alright.
Bye.
Click.
He hangs up and leaves the grounds.
Okay, yeah. Barrett, you do see through your scope. And then, make a perception roll. You too, Jordan.
You see the
24.
glint.
Yeah.
The reflection.
You see the bullet in your eye socket.
I didn't see shit.
24.
24? 9?
Yeah.
You don't see shit.
Nope. Didn't think so.
Barrett, you do see a figure, just outside of the gate. You have like a nice angle. You kind of look over, you're just trailing Jordan, and then you see somebody, like a shift of movement ahead at the gate, and you kind of just sift over, and you see, just in all black, the usual nunnery attire, but you see some red locks spilling out. You see Angelica kind of resting against the gate. Jordan, you don't even notice her at first until you almost stumble into her. Like you're just kind of zoning out.
Yeah.
And at first you see like potted plants that are like that haven't been set, and you kind of just see that first and go, oh, wait, what? And then like almost walk right into her.
Yeah.
And she's like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Sorry. It's kind of in my own little world.
Oh yeah, what's it like?
Cold.
It's getting to be that way, isn't it? What are you doing, Mr. Teller? Where's your truck?
I don't really remember, honestly.
Uh-huh.
I was heading home.
Uh-huh.
Are you cross-analyzing me?
She just blinks for a moment. She's like, oh, you look a little banged up.
Yeah, last night didn't go very well.
She kind of just starts walking around you now.
She's
She's like, oh yeah. That bear did a number on you, didn't it?
You are analyzing me.
That is rude. and I would never do that. Scrutinize you.
Why?
Well, just, someone's in their own little world, they're all beat up. It could be a danger to yourself, it could be a danger to others.
What are you doing?
She points over to the plants. Or only maybe like one of them has been put in front of the like onto the side in front of a large gate.
Yeah.
She's like, chores.
That's my job.
Yeah, you're a little incapacitated this morning.
He like checks his watch. Like, you're a little late on that.
How much do you make anyway? I think maybe I should get some of that. She like punches you in the shoulder a little too hard, like
If I told you, I'd have to kill you.
She kind of just leans back instead of the concrete fixing of the gate over there. It's the hinges of the large wrought iron. She says, "You have a look in your eye. I know, own little world and everything, but it seems like that world's about to get pretty distant." Oh, thanks for the raid.
Oh, thanks for the raid.
Hey,
Cool.
thanks.
Orphans of Ornua. That's a
Nice.
sick name.
Welcome,
Thank you very
welcome.
much.
Hey,
You have
thanks.
that far off look in your eye, and it looks like it's just getting farther and farther. Thank you.
Oh my god.
Hey.
Fluffy John.
Yeah.
Aw, thanks,
Thank you.
guys.
Oh.
Thank you.
Best birthday.
Aw.
I don't know how much longer I'm going to be here.
Well, none of us do, really.
Yeah, I mean in the cosmic sense, but I mean in the actual physical, like, local sense, I don't know how much longer I'm going to be here.
Okay, all right. Well, I hope you enjoy your vacation, Mr. Teller, wherever you go.
Me too.
Thank you to everybody for the birthday wishes.
All the
She-
birthday love.
You guys are the best.
Hell yeah.
She says, "It would be highly inappropriate for me not to wish you the greatest of journeys. I hope you're safe, and I hope your guardian angel," and she, Barrett, you watch as she motions right towards you, to you, Jordan, it's just out in the woods.
Yeah.
Your guardian angel watches over you every day.
Yeah, and I was like kind of smirking when I see them talking, and immediately I'm just like,
You dumb bitch.
do that.
Thanks. I guess.
She gives you a long grin, and you can just see the scar on her bottom lip.
Mm.
And her grin is just wide. It's really, really wide.
Yeah, it's like Jordan's like kind of unsettled. He's just
Yeah.
really like awkward and doesn't really know how to like disengage the conversation.
She says, she just gives you a little wave.
Yeah,
Says, "My job here's done," and she just leaves the plants as she starts
yeah.
walking back into the compound.
He looks down at the like thing of seedlings. He puts his bag down and finishes what she was doing before he takes off.
Mhm.
Puts the plants in the ground and then
Oh, nice. Okay. Thanks for the follow.
Thanks.
Okay. So, anybody want to do anything else as we go through the day?
Just when it starts to get dark.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, you're
does Jordan find his truck and
so your truck is on the other side of town.
yeah, I know I'm hoofing it
So it'll
today.
take you like a couple hours, like if you're walking to get to it. But unless you
Nah.
try and bum a ride off someone,
Ask Brother Lewis.
No.
that would involve. That means
Absolutely
he'd have to walk back in,
Yeah.
and then Angelica would just
Okay,
rag
so
on him.
Jordan sits there for like 45 minutes and puts those plants in the ground
Mhm.
and finishes the job that she was doing because he's obligated to because he's the green man. And
Very
Green
good.
man.
You like to see it.
and picks his bag up, throws it back over his shoulder, and heads out into the woods. And
Mhm.
when he knows nobody can see him, he
Mm.
takes off into the air and stays like within the
The
canopy.
trees. Yeah. Make a
And-
general stealth roll.
Sure.
just to see, just to make sure. Oh,
Didn't you give me that scarf?
Oh, I don't think I physically gave it to you. I was wearing it last time. I'm so
you
sorry.
Oh yeah, she was. Remember?
I was wearing
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I was
Because you
just
guys
thinking,
ignored
I have,
me.
I have 0 stuff.
Oh, I'm
Alright, here we
sorry.
go.
I meant to give it to
I
you.
smell a subplot.
Mean people don't get scarves.
13.
13.
Yep.
All right. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Not the quietest of takeoffs, but it's definitely not like a boom, you know. And you make your way through the trees, trying to slowing yourself down a little bit so you don't accidentally hit a brush or anything.
Bolt of purple light kind of darting between these dark green trees.
If it was darker, I would say like you'd have a little bit more of a rough time, but it's, you know, it's pretty light out. You feel competent. Whether or not that's the case is yet to be determined. So, so you're gonna fly back to your car, your truck, which is there. It's off on the side of the road where the dirt path leading.
Where it was left the night before.
Yeah, you have like a distinct memory as you touch down, just like a flash of seeing Lacey, whose car is not there. Her truck is not there. And but you just have the distinct, like you can almost see the imprint of her tires.
Yeah.
There and where she stood.
Can I tell where it went?
Make an investigate roll.
Nice.
18.
Nice.
You can definitely see that it was driven away.
Yeah.
Back towards the direction of town.
Peculiar. Where the hell could have taken the truck? Once it hits the road, I probably wouldn't be able to track it. But I'm assuming it goes back to the road.
You can assume whatever you want.
Yeah, I guess. It's not my circus anymore. Jordan jumps in his truck and drives home.
Okay.
And cleans himself up.
All right.
I want to go visit Jason.
Yes, you did. All right. So you gotta take your bite.
Icky part.
It's gonna take a little
This
while.
whole thing is the icky part.
Yeah.
This is not a pleasant
Takes
story
you about
anymore.
takes about an hour, give or take, 45 minutes.
Okay.
To an hour to get there.
Which, yeah, I'm used to doing.
Yeah, you're fine. You've ridden your bike into town plenty of times.
Yeah.
But so you arrive at the urgent care facility, led by with Doc Hal there, and you put your bike aside. Enter. You hear a bark bark as you see Dorothy.
Dorothy.
I know, kind of run up and you start, you pet her a little bit. You see Doc Hal sitting at his front desk and he's speaking to an older gentleman. He has red hair, cut short. He's wearing like overalls. Looks like he has like these mud-covered boots. Strong, burly arms, hairy. Kind of looks like he's got a big nose. Rosy cheeks, and he's talking to Doc Hal, and you hear Hal says, tomorrow it should be taken care of, Mr. LaCroix. Thank you. Say no more. Please get some rest. You'll need it tomorrow. The man turns and starts walking out. Oh, Arabella. Come in.
I kind of take a step forward. Is Jason still here?
He is not getting the rest that I've been recommending, but he's here.
I know it's not adding to his rest, but would it be okay if I went to talk to him?
Please do.
Okay. I kind of point towards the room, with looking for confirmation. The same room as before?
Same place.
Okay. Just kind of walk away.
He watches you.
Alright. I do a little
Make it a perception roll.
That is a solid 7.
You don't hear anything.
After not hearing anything, I kind of open the door a little bit and try to take a little peek in.
Yeah, and you see. Make a stealth roll for me.
I'm not trying to be stealthy. If
Okay. You see Jason kind of sitting up a little bit. The blanket's kind of below his chest. He's kind of leaning against the back, the wall, still sitting in bed. His eyes are closed and absolutely red. And he's just like, he looks over towards you. He's like, who is it?
I'm sorry.
Shit.
I don't have to come in if you don't want.
No, give me 1 minute.
Sure. I like awkwardly like kind of like
Yeah.
shut the door back and like stand and wait.
About a minute or two passes, and he says, "All right, come in."
I kind of like open the door.
Yeah.
Cautiously.
You see that he's tried to like make himself decent a little bit. There was a dress-up shirt on the like bedpost that he has like hastily thrown over, but he still has like blankets over him. Like he didn't get fully dressed.
Right.
And it seems as though he can't really get out of bed. He says, hello. From the nuns over there.
Arabella.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
No, don't apologize.
Jason, I don't think we ever formally met.
Not formally.
Hi, what can I do for you? He points over to the basket. He says, you all did. Thank you. A lot of good stuff in there. You see that, like, you like look over and you see a lot of the stuff is out, as if somebody picked it up and like, what is that? Like,
Put it down.
Yeah, put it down. Like, not sure really what to do with a lot of it.
It's no problem. I just kind of more wanted to see if there was anything I could do for you. I was just told about Lacey, and I just wanted to say I'm sorry.
Yeah. He turns his face to the side, and you can see where you can see stitches across his face, like down his chin, where like his beard will like not grow back there, like going forward to there. He says,
She was here with you pretty much the whole time.
Yeah, so I've been told. I woke up this morning. You know, it's just like her, not to wait for me. She always took the first shot. Yeah.
She was very capable.
That's a word I would use. Yeah, capable. Yeah. He's like losing himself in the conversation. Like
Yeah.
just looking at. He's not looking at you, and then he shakes his head. He's like, "Oh yeah, no, thank you very much. Everybody in town has been really wonderful."
How are you feeling? I mean, physically and not.
Doc said I should be able to walk eventually.
You never know. Sometimes people heal a little faster, than others.
Yeah, I think I'll be right up back there. Excuse me. Yeah, are you going to the service tomorrow?
I am, yes.
Oh, well, you and everyone else. When they say word spreads fast in a small town, they are fucking kidding.
It's a gift and a curse.
Yeah.
It's nice to have the support, not so nice when other people know something that you don't.
That's the truth. Well, not really much to hide around here. Everyone is honest, good folk.
Yeah. I mean, everyone has a good heart.
Yeah.
And I was wondering if you remembered anything about the bear. Or what had happened.
I can tell you it wasn't a bear. Everybody keeps saying a fucking bear. It wasn't a bear. I don't know, there's more than one of them. I just remember the snarling, and it's fucking dark out there when you drop your flashlight. You're fucked. I'm sorry, I'm using bad language in front of a nun, and I feel like that is very improper of me.
I'm not a nun. It's okay.
Oh. Well.
I'm technically a novitiate, so...
Oh.
You know, I'm here to talk with all the same purpose, but, you know, can be a little more relaxed.
Great. Fucking great.
What I really came here to say is it's my fault that Lacey went after the animal. The creature.
Kind of like tilts his head.
I know that it wasn't a bear. Lacey did too. And we thought that we could protect the town and make sure it didn't happen again. She was very adamant. Once it was in her head, I couldn't get it out, but... she was doing something to protect everyone. But it was my fault, and I'm sorry about that. Truly, I am.
You know, I've known Lacey for a while, and all my life, really, and if there was one thing that's true about her is that when she was set on something, she would do it. And she hated. And people would take credit for something she did. There are a lot of hunters out there, a little not so gung-ho about someone as young as her, and someone being a her, shooting a bigger buck than them.
I can imagine.
I think it started when she was young. Mr. LaCroix gave her her first gun, and that step was about 5 years ago.
What was that?
All that shit in New York. You remember, all over the TV. You can't go anywhere without fucking talking about it for a year. And,
Truly was a tragedy.
funny thing about tragedy. It bums you out, but sometimes it inspires you too. Saw those kids on TV doing, pardon me again, fucked up and amazing shit. Saw this girl saving lives. I think that really helped Lacey in some way. It helped a lot of people out there, you know? Fuck, it looked badass as all hell. Heck, fuck. Bottom line, it ain't your fault. If it wasn't you, she was just gonna go out, do it anyway, because something fucked me up, and she had to do it 10 times worse. Right back to it.
If it's any consolation, I believe she did.
That's good. That's
All she
good.
could think about was protecting you and make sure it didn't happen again.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna kind of motions back, like, to his pillow.
Mhm.
Like, I'll see you tomorrow. I don't want to. I'm not kicking you out. I'm just,
No,
you
of
know,
course. Doctor
I'm
says you
pooped.
need rest.
Yeah. If you know, thank you for the
Salves and lotions.
salves. Oh, I thought it was a face cream. I'm sorry. That it's great. It smells potent.
If you don't mind, it's supposed to help with rest. I can put some on your wounds.
I'll let the doc take care of it. He's not too busy. All right, doc. You hear a
Especially in the doorway, like,
yeah, you just hear like down the short hallway, like a, and Bart, and running to the doorway. You see, as if like that, the loud voice gave confirmation. You see Dorothy there, wagging her tail.
All right, well, I'll let Dorothy see me out then.
Don't hog the nurse for too long. Dorothy just kind of runs away.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you, Arabella.
Get some rest.
Yeah.
And she walks out with Dorothy.
Anything else?
That's it.
You bite home. Did you follow her?
No.
What did you do, Barrett?
Um,
We'll go back to when she gets on the bite.
Yeah.
And then you shoot her and nullify everything that just
Like
happened.
tips over.
Yeah, I actually shoot both of them.
Yeah.
And then the paradox begins.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, once I know that both Jordan and Arabella are gone, and it starts to get a little later into the day, I'm gonna pack up and drive down to the compound.
Okay. I'll make a driving check so you don't crash. No, I'm kidding.
I will.
Do it. I'll check right now.
I
I'll
will
check
right now.
You
How many
crash.
potholes do you hit?
All right, I rolled a 4. That's 15.
Oh my god. Yeah, you hit no
'cause of
potholes, but there are a lot of them.
Yeah.
Hit one pothole.
That's fine.
And no
On
deer
purpose.
jump out in front of him.
Yeah.
Another moose. A normal one, and you're like, no.
Roll initiative.
Yeah.
PTSD.
It's a regular moose.
Yeah, add fear of moose to
Fear
your
of
complications.
Get a hero point for confronting moose. So,
Yeah.
so you.
I'm gonna drive. I'm just gonna drive down from the cliff,
Okay.
and then I'm going to. No, I guess I'll just drive up to the compound.
Okay, yeah, easy enough.
Mhm.
What do you do there?
I'm gonna walk in and ask the first person I see if they know where Mother Adele is.
Yeah, slowly but surely, you make your way. She's actually at the dilapidated building. Towards like when you enter, it's to the right over there. You see she's in front of it, and she's speaking with Sister Miriam, kind of just like pointing at the building. And then as they see you approach, she turns. Oh, Mr. Stair. And Sister Miriam gives you like a little like, bow. And she says, we'll talk later, dearie. Of course, Mr. Stair.
Sorry to interrupt.
No, of course, you're not a bother at all. God bless. She walks away.
Mother Adele?
And what do I owe the pleasure of this visit?
I'd like to talk to you in private.
Of course. Please. And she guides you into the faculty building, and she leads you to what would be the teacher's lounge area.
Yeah.
Looks to be some sort of like a file keeping room. You know, they're pretty analog here at the compound, and you see there's a lot of filing cabinets set up against the walls. There is like a small writing desk with a chair, and she has to like wheel in a chair from another room for you.
Yeah.
Just says, please take a seat.
As we walk through, and like pretty much every time I'm in here, I'm analyzing the layout of the building.
Okay, make a perception roll.
Okay. 21.
Okay. Yeah, she leads you in. She sits down, kind of smooths out her dress.
Sorry to take up your time.
Not a bother at all.
Thought there was something important that we need to talk about. I know you don't know me very well, but I'm in town for work. And during my work, I've noticed something going on with Arabella.
Mm-hmm.
And I just pause.
Yeah, she doesn't. She just looks right at you.
Notice anything strange about her?
She is a curious girl with a wandering mind and a heart too kind for her own good sometimes. But that is a virtuous trait that we tend to nurture here.
That is a good trait that should be nurtured, but that's not the one I'm talking about.
She doesn't say anything.
How long have you known her?
Oh. We adopted Arabella many years ago.
What year?
You tell me how old was Arabella when she was taken in?
She was 11. So that would have been...
What, 15 years?
Didn't you make a timeline too?
I did make a timeline,
Yeah.
dude. I got this shit all
Oh, here we go.
That's alright. I did too.
Let me consult my timeline.
Yeah, let me check my backstory. One moment, please.
She's like,
Yeah, 11.
when she was 11?
Yeah,
Okay. How old is she now? 26?
26.
Yeah. When she was 11, so about 15 years ago.
Good portion of her life here, then.
Yes, we hope she has enjoyed her time here and continues to do so. And I think she's made herself quite at home in Arcadian Haven.
Seems like she has.
Why the sudden interest in Arabella, Mr. Stair?
It's not so sudden. Did you know her before then?
Know what, Mr. Stair?
Did you know Arabella before she came here?
Did we know her? My mother and I used to travel to do many good deeds around the world and spread our faith. I did not discover Arabella until it was quite sudden. And upon discovering her during one of my many missions, I was stricken by her nature.
Here comes the insight roll.
All right. Finally, you guys use an insight roll.
Cross-examination.
14?
Yeah.
Okay. She seems entirely truthful. What she's saying, she's looking at you with this. It's Mother Adele is such a composed individual at like almost all times.
Mm-hmm.
Every time you've seen her, she's a leader. She is someone who's very that's what I'm looking for. Her age is her visual appearance of her age is like very deceiving of her maturity.
Mm-hmm.
She, as I said before, she looks really young.
Yeah.
She looks only slightly older than Arabella. But like her wisdom is so beyond that.
Yeah.
And she's just carrying herself in a poised, straight manner.
I just kind of just look right at her. I don't wish any harm upon Arabella. The opposite, in fact. But there's someone else here that I'm more concerned about.
You think this person is a threat?
I know that they are. And I know that you know that too.
It's a small town, Mr. Stair. And we know a lot of things about a lot of people. There certainly are dangerous people in Arcadian Haven. And after this conversation, I wonder if I'm looking at one right now.
You are. I'm just trying to designate my target.
What do you do for work again, Mr. Ter? Statue.
I didn't say. Arabella is not a threat, but what's inside of her is, and you know that. I'm not here to ask if you know what exists. I'm here to tell you that that thing, next time I see it, it's not going to survive.
She stands up when you say that.
Take that, you gaslighting bitch.
She says, Mr. Stair, wherever you come from and why you're here, I'm starting to understand that I don't care about that. And allow me to say this only once. Fuck you. You're not the first one to say those words to me. She starts to walk out and says, goodbye, Mr. Stamp. I think this conversation is over.
I stand up, and I just turn around, and as I'm walking to leave, I'll just be like, I'll give Raja regards. Walk out.
Yeah, you start walking out. You notice that down the hall, you see Brother Lewis just kind of, he's blocking the hallway, just like hands together, but as you move, he lets you pass, and he's just looking at you.
Okay.
And as you pass, he just says, God bless.
That's kind of...
You're gonna need it.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh my God.
All right.
Gonna get the smoke. Damn.
And then the other sniper.
Yeah. And then I'll drive back up to my spot.
Okay. All right.
Damn. Got him.
Beefing with nuns.
Someone's got to do it to him.
She's savage.
So, that night, Jordan, you're at home. What are you doing?
Gets home, takes a shower,
Just imagine,
dresses his wounds.
just imagine doing something so nonsense. Like he's playing DDR.
Yeah.
Like, totally killing the moment.
Yeah.
That the colors flashing in the windows outside of his house. To like hyper pop.
And he's like really bad at it.
Yeah.
This is bad.
Yeah.
Bad. Ah, shit. Sounds like
Logs onto Fortnite.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a new dance.
I'm gonna play Naruto now.
He's trying to floss. I just
I can't figure out the hand motion.
I like to imagine in this world, Fortnite got skins for
The character.
Yeah, oh my God.
The first campaign. He boots up the game and he sees the 3 new characters. He's like, God damn it!
Their faces are like shrouded.
Fuck.
Amazing.
So good.
Oh my
Sorry.
God.
So,
Anyway.
yeah, so you shower.
Yeah, and he starts going through his things in the house and is trying to kind of decide what's worth taking and what he should just leave.
Anything in particular that comes to mind?
He's filling like duffel bags with like clothes and goes through his closets and finds old like medals and like jumpsuits and bags that are going like on top of everything else, and photo albums and just like.
I have an actual question.
Sure.
Are your deceased relatives cremated, or are they? Do you carry them with you, or are they buried?
They're buried.
Yeah, just actually curious.
Yeah, they're buried.
Okay.
I think as you're like looking through all your stuff, we see a like you pull out a picture, like like an old photo from all your astronaut memorabilia.
Yeah.
And we see an older individual. He's definitely like a silver fox, like white hair, like sleek black hair that's starting, that's graying out more and more.
That, like Reed Richards kind of thing.
Yeah, absolutely. He has broad shoulders, and there's like a lot of like burn marks along his face that you're familiar with. And you get a phone call, and you look and you see James. You're trying to look at the picture, look at James. Yeah.
Damn it. Answer the phone. Hello.
Jordan, hey, how you doing? Oh,
I'm surviving.
Yeah, you know what? That's good. That's good, man. I'm just calling to see how you're doing. I know you're not gonna call me, but that's okay. That's all right. That's all right.
Something came up here, and I think I'm gonna head out of town for a while.
Are you heading back over here? We got a bed. We got a couch for you. Folds out into a bed.
I was thinking of heading out west.
What's out west? Come on. What do you got over there?
Nothing in particular, and that's kind of the appeal.
Kind of. So what? You're just leaving? Huh?
Thinking about it.
Well, geez, it took so long to track you there to begin with over here. Now I gotta do it again?
Maybe.
Jordan, what are you doing, man? What's going on? Did somebody say something? Do I need to come over there?
No.
And you need to bring in Captain over there to rough up
it's
fuck with my crew?
It's nothing.
I fuck with them. Eh?
James.
All right. Yeah, sorry, Jordan. Sorry. All right.
Things are getting a little too complicated here, and I don't think this is the life I want to lead. But it seems like things just keep happening around me, and I don't know how to get them to stop, so I'm just gonna find somewhere else and start over again and have a simple life. Again.
You're out in the middle of fucking nowhere, dude. It's as simple as it gets.
You say that.
Jordan. Where are you gonna go? Just wherever you go. No matter the distance, the liquor is the same. And the world is still round. And you're just gonna go full circle. You've been up there, you've seen it. It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, catch up to yourself, buddy.
I just don't know what the fuck to do anymore. At all. Why are you harassing me? What do you want?
I'm just wondering when you're gonna invite me over.
Why?
I wanna spend time. Quality time with my crew. Is that too much to ask?
Why?
Also, I'm fucking retired and it's boring as shit.
I live in the middle of the woods in a shitty little house with shitty, dirty white walls with nothing on them. Everything I have is tucked in a closet so I don't have to fucking remember anything that it's attached to. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that.
Buddy, it's alright. I get it. Can't understand everything you're going through, but I can't fix your problems. No one else can, you know that. And I can be there for you. And I'm sure you got people who are there for you over there.
Barely.
You don't need a lot. And the best part is, because you never fucking talk about yourself, they don't know you're an astronaut. And they're not just your friends because they want to know what the fuck Mars is like.
They don't need to know. There's nothing to tell.
It's boring as shit.
Yep. Sometimes I think about being there again. Sometimes I miss it. Things are a lot quieter.
I wouldn't be surprised in the next couple of years they have regular old cruise liners heading up there. The way things are going.
The last thing that place needs is some billionaire asshole entrepreneur populating it.
I will see. I don't know if you've looked into, stuff happening around the world lately.
No.
It seems like a breed like us is, career changes are happening.
What do you mean?
No use for astronauts when, starting to get ships that can go off into space no problem. Blink of an eye.
Yeah. New York changed everything for everybody.
Hey, it's kind of exciting. I mean, I'm retired, so I don't give a fuck.
Are you still in the upstate?
Oh, yeah, kicking back. I won't take up golf, though. Fuck that.
Fuck that.
That's why you need to invite me over sometime. Alright?
I guess.
You work through your stuff. You keep working through it. You're never gonna stop. You're always gonna work through it, eh? But, you don't have to do it alone.
I guess. I just don't want to. I don't want to do what we did before, and I don't want to be away from people that need me anymore. But if I keep my circle small, nobody will need me, and I won't miss anything. I can just stay in a straight line. That's why I'm here. That's what I need.
You're an astronaut, kid. Our worlds aren't small. Whole universe is ours. You're gonna try and condense it all into one little bubble around you? I know you're fucking smarter than that. I've seen your fucking diplomas. Come on.
It just feels simpler.
You know what's simple? Going out, getting a fucking drink.
Yeah. Even that's not so simple around here.
Maybe I don't want to show up.
Yeah. Small town, small minds.
That's why they need you. Liven the place up, eh?
I guess. Maybe a little too much.
Listen, I gotta go.
Alright. I'll try to stay in touch.
I'll hold you to that. If not, I'm calling.
I know.
Alright.
You found every number I've changed.
Yeah, he just laughs and hangs up. Right.
And Jordan just kind of stands for a minute and looks around at this place and pulls the note out of that jacket pocket and looks at it a little bit and kind of laughs and puts it in his pants pocket and then checks the time and gets ready to go see Natalie.
Okay. Anybody want to do anything else before that scene? Okay. So you drive your way down into town. As you make your way there, you see the familiar office connected to the shopping complex.
Yep.
And you see Natalie getting out of her car. Looks like she wasn't going to be in the office today. And she's walking to the door with her keys.
Yeah.
And she hears your truck.
Yeah.
Pull up. She says, Mr. Teller, I could hear you a mile away.
We can't keep meeting like this.
She opens the door. She says, step into my office.
Sure. And follows behind.
As soon as you step into it, you know, your first like glimpse is of your picture of Saturn.
She
Yeah.
takes a gun out.
We can't keep meeting like this.
You're right.
She just mugs you.
Yeah. Like, damn, bitch.
She leads you into her office.
Yeah.
All right. She doesn't even like shut the door behind her or anything. There's nobody in here or
Right.
anything. All right, Mr. Teller. Why do you want to leave?
You know, this place isn't what I thought it was. At least it's not anymore. And I came here looking for a place to retire. You know, and things have gotten crazy here. And I'm wrapped up in situations that I don't have the power to stop them or the power to help people. And it's reminding me way too much of everything that I came here to get away from. I know that you've been trying to pry at me to open me up so you can understand what the fuck I'm trying to tell you and not tell you. And I wouldn't even be here if I wasn't forced to be. But I feel like somebody needs to know. But I'm stronger now than I have ever been. And I'm still not fucking strong enough to help people that need me. And I can't keep doing this over and again.
So you want to be there for people. To feel that you can be there for them. Is this true?
I'm just trying to make up for lost time.
So you want to be there for them. Jordan. They're gone.
I know.
I know you know.
You don't understand how it feels to come back after like 2 years of being away from your family, expecting to come back to a hero's welcome, expecting the pride of being the first fucking man on Mars. Only to find out halfway on your way back, Earth got fucking invaded by aliens? That doesn't happen. None of this fucking happens. This isn't science fiction. And I walked back to science fiction. And not only that, but I find out that New York is decimated and my family's there. So then I urgently try to call everybody and nobody answers me. And all my colleagues are trying to hold my shoulder and say, hey, Jordan, you know, like, you should really talk with us. You should really, you know, before you try to return back to everybody, you should know some things. There's nothing I needed to know. I turned on my phone, I saw the videos. I saw the fucking whole city in flames. I saw buildings collapsing. I saw things flying through the air. I saw people dying. I saw children with fucking superpowers dancing in the air, laughing amongst the carnage, doing things that nobody could describe with the greatest of ease, and still not helping everybody. Sadie and Tommy died in that wreckage, and I wasn't there to save them. And now I'm stronger than I've ever been. I can do things I can't explain. And even now, I'm still not strong enough to help people. I was there last night in the woods. We went after that bear that everyone in town is afraid of. It's not a bear. There are things in this town that are not natural, and I can't stop them. And I'm going to leave, and I think you should, and I think a lot of the people in this town should too. This is not a safe place. So, I'm thinking about leaving. And this may be the last time we speak. Professionally.
Thank you for opening up to me, Jordan. I see that it hurts to do that. This is my home. And losing your home hurts in so many ways. I'm sorry you lost yours. And I had hoped that you would make this your new home. If you feel the need to move on, that's okay. And I will not look down on you for it. But I am not leaving. Nobody else here will. She stands up.
Mm-hmm.
She gives you a hug. Just kind of, as you're sitting down, just leans down, gives you a hug. She's
Yeah.
pretty short anyway.
Mm.
Give it a week for me.
I guess I should figure out where I'm leaving to.
That's smart. You can plan ahead a little bit.
I guess. I got a note from one of the girls at the convent. They
She kind of like pulls away from you.
Yeah.
Like
not like that.
That's-
Come on,
oh.
relax.
listen, there have been scandals.
That girl
in this town
Arabella,
before.
do you know of her?
What was the name?
Arabella.
Oh, sweet young girl.
Yeah.
I love her.
Everybody
Absolutely. You know she writes books.
Does she?
Yeah, I don't believe she's published. I haven't seen anything like that.
Hmm.
But she's let me read a thing or two. She's pretty good.
Learning new things every day about her.
What about her?
She knows that I want to leave. I think she wants to convince me not to. Also, she slid me a note and told me to meet her somewhere tonight. I think she's gonna try to beg me to stay here, and I help out at the old compound, and
Mhm.
I don't think anybody else there can do the things that I do for them. Simple, but
They will definitely miss you. You have a talent for odd jobs.
yeah.
Are you gonna go?
I don't know. I don't know if I should. I saw a side of her last night that I can't fully make sense of, process.
Mr. Teller, if you're going to leave for good, it's best not to leave with any regrets. And sometimes The words we don't say weigh heavier than the ones we do. I think you should go. But it is okay if you do not.
If I don't get answers before I go, then it's gonna eat at me for the rest of my life.
You don't need to add to that list.
No. I guess I should get going then.
She lets you stand up. And she walks you to the front door. She points over at the painting.
Yeah.
She says, you know, if you leave, you're not getting your cut when I sell it.
If I see that on eBay, I'm coming back here and torching this building.
Looking forward to it, Mr. Teller.
Yeah. I'll take it. Are we still on for tomorrow morning?
Of course. You'll pick me up.
I guess so. Here?
No, at my place.
Where's that?
She's like, I'll text you.
Okay. Then I will see you in the morning.
She nods and gets in her car and
That exact speed.
Yeah, 0 to 90.
Yeah.
new cars in 2026, dude.
Yeah.
Insane.
Those Teslas.
Alright.
Ooh, going to our
That's-
place.
What? Oh, no. Go.
No, go on.
No.
No, I literally have
No,
nothing going. We're ending tonight.
Yeah, that's fine. That's
Last episode.
fine.
Yeah,
That's fine. Yeah.
This
yeah,
is
we're
it.
good.
Well, what does Bear do?
No, you can wait until the next day. It should wait until.
This is the next day.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good.
I
Trust me.
swear to God,
we're
if it's
good.
last night,
No, we're
So
I shot.
good.
Alright.
took the shot.
So, the next day, early in the morning, people start to gather. The service itself for Lacey actually isn't held at the funeral home, where one would think. It's actually held at the... Give me 1 second.
Oh wait, Raj wants to get together that night.
Hmm?
I thought it was the night before. Never mind.
Yeah,
Invalidates what I said.
She
I
wants...
slipped.
The night... Like,
Oh,
so...
the night of the funeral. Yeah.
Thank you, yes.
Yes.
So,
Like, the next day's night.
yeah,
you're
not
Gucci.
after...
Yeah.
We'll just pretend you
I
said that.
flubbed.
Yeah.
I just imagine... I imagine Jordan driving to the cinema, just waiting there,
Fuck is everybody?
I got stood up by Raj.
calling everyone, like, where are you? You're embarrassing me.
That's it. I am leaving.
Yeah, he just
Forever.
leaves town. He just-
That night. He's like,
years
"Yeah, fuck
later, he's
this."
like, well, they said the fuck.
He leaves out of shame.
It's at the Warrencroft Nature Trail.
Mm.
The nature trail, the Warrencroft Nature Trail.
What? I'm sorry. What Croft?
Warrencroft.
Warren.
The Cory Croft.
Warren Croft.
Okay. Sorry.
It actually wraps around all of Arcadian Haven, and it isn't like obviously a perfect circle or anything. It runs through. It runs through a lot of different paths, and one of the checkpoints where the service is being held is pretty much due east, and it's a very high point in like the like rocky enclaves. Essentially, it is like not a stargazing post, but the way there's a very small. It's where a lot of people would get onto the trail. You're trying to drive upward, and there's a small like parking section, and past that where the trail begins. The trail isn't like well kept anymore, so there's like a lot of foliage all throughout. It's not a very smooth path. Maybe at one point it was, but it's all like whatever tar or construction they put onto it has been overgrown with weeds and cracked. But there is a post next to the parking space where there's a wooden fence that looks out over the lake. And now you can see, you guys were beside the lake on the night of don't know, all the shit happened. But it was very dark. You couldn't really see anything. Now you can see early in the morning the sun glistening off this vast lake. The lake is almost larger than Arcadian Haven itself, aside from like the mountain between there in the center of the city. The view is immaculate. To the middle of the lake, you can see like a small island outcropping, and to the left, you just see it stretch on and on and on, like into the mountains themselves. And looking over, the parking lot itself is like jam-packed. Just so many cars like going down. They had the park on the path now, and you do see like there's a police officer kind of just like directing traffic and stuff. So who's attending?
I'm going, but I'm doing like, you know, the broody thing where I just lean against a tree in the back.
Yeah. Oh, you're the dude in the suit, with the sunglasses, but the way back of the funeral.
You're about to like confront someone and tell them that their like father was a superhero.
Yeah, you have like an earpiece. You start like quietly talking to somebody, and nobody knows who.
Exactly.
Everybody's whispering about you. You're stealing the attention of the whole thing.
Right. Who's that guy?
Yeah. You guys see like the turnout is insane for this place. There's you see a lot of familiar people. You see Dr. Howell, of course. You see the Creeds, the owners of the Death Adder Bar. You see Jessica Hitchens, the librarian, over there. You see Laura, Liam, the two little kids, along with their mother, Stella Hark, almost a spitting image of the daughter itself, but far more composed, put together, wearing a black dress down, and she looks very like fragile. She's a very small, diminutive woman. You also see a lot more people who, you know, like Anderson throughout. Everybody in town is here. There's a lot more names that I could just name off, but they're not really people you've met. So if I were to kind of do that, they wouldn't really have a lot of context to it. Just know that pretty much future people you meet too are here.
Everybody in town.
Yep. They're all starting to show up over here. It's getting, you know, it's kind of a bit almost hazardous to kind of walk in through here. One person does catch everyone's eye, and everybody kind of talks about him as they're all kind of talking amongst themselves. It's a much older gentleman. He is that old gentleman you see running every morning who's just really well put together. He's wearing a black suit. He wears like a Rolex. He has like a perfect jawline, deep tan, like a tanning bed skin. Like slightly, you know, like light around the eyes over there.
Like from the goggles.
Platinum hair. This man, his name is Roland North. And everybody, he gives a firm handshake to everybody there. He's kind of going around making his rounds, and everybody's talking to him in some way, shape, or form about, like they're asking like, oh, how did this go? They're asking about events and places. All of you make intelligence rolls.
My specialty.
Intellect.
Oh, natural 20.
Wow. You would know.
I have 0 intellect.
He also has a necklace on. Like you can see kind of under his dress shirt. It's like a dream catcher necklace.
15.
I got a 7.
This man drinks 2 tall glasses of milk every morning. Yeah. So natural 20.
Gotta keep
7,
the bones.
and
15.
So Arabella and
smart.
and Barrett, you would kind of remember just this man, Roland North. So the North family has a very distinct reputation among Arcadian Haven. They are like old money. They have their fingers in a lot of property.
They own the one big house in the town.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Someone in the town or someone in the family's been the mayor at one point.
Yeah.
Like,
maybe in your investigation of the town, you in particular, Barrett, you would know that the North family loves maybe not so much loves, but they're prone to starting business ventures and investing, and then they go under a lot. In particular, with your Nat 20, the compound was a project with assisted funding by the North family to construct the buildings there to make a college, and for whatever reason went under. But the North family was participating in that.
Interesting. Okay.
Embezzling.
More distant relative to famous superhero All-Star. So people start gathering around. Arabella, you arrive with the rest of the nuns. They kind of they did the whole rent a bus kind of thing that they usually do for community events. Mother Adele is leading. She kind of breaks off from their group, and you do see that familiar red-haired man. His name is from the urgent care. That's Frederick LaCroix, father of Lacey.
Ooh.
And you also see in a wheelchair. You see Jason.
Okay.
There. There's obviously no body or anything like that. This is just simply like a wait, like service over here to say some words and gather everyone around. And you just see Mother Adele, people, all sorts of people coming up to her, and she's giving her blessings and everything. All of you would see each other unless you're trying to stay stealthy.
I'm staying back, but not particularly like hiding.
All of you could find each other right, and see each other in the crowd.
I feel like you're noticeably standoffish.
Yeah.
Like obvious.
People are like, so how'd you know her? And you're like, yeah.
Yeah, she's
who's that guy? Everyone has a different idea of who you are.
Yeah.
Rumors are like spreading around.
Yeah. Oh, that's her cousin.
I hear he's a government agent.
Definitely not.
One person's like right on.
Yeah.
She's a spy.
I hear in explain backstory. Watch episode 10 for backstory. Yeah, do any of you approach one another at all?
I'm gonna actively avoid Jordan.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like if they like catch eyes, it's like accidental, and they instantly
look away.
Both consciously look away, like it's obvious to each other that we're like avoiding each other.
Yeah.
What's this, a funeral or a high school reunion? Am I right?
What's the difference?
I think at one point, maybe when no one else is around Jordan, I'm gonna look at him and just be like,
well, buddy, I'm on a funeral date with my therapist. What a fucking terrible fucking chain of events here.
Yeah, Natalie's with you, of course.
Yeah.
But she
ain't like that.
She splits away because she's pretty popular too. A lot of people know Natalie.
A lot of people go to therapy.
Yeah.
She's
it's a mentally healthy
she's
town.
She's kind of like an only therapist in town. And, she is like. It's not a lot of people with doctorates in Arcadian Haven, but she's definitely one. And she's had a lot of conversations with a lot of different people.
Yeah. But when I notice that you're kind of alone, I'm just gonna look over and just, God damn it, I'm just gonna walk up to you.
Yeah.
Hey, Jordan.
Hey.
Arabella told me to talk to you.
Are you sure this is the place?
No.
Me either.
We don't see each other often. Look, not very good at this. But I look around, like, everyone's wearing black, like mourning. Just like, everything's gonna be okay. I just like half-heartedly pat you on the shoulder, like just once, and put my hand away.
I want you to know that you're not the only one uncomfortable right now.
That's good. That kind of makes me feel a little better.
I have to say, this is a little jarring. The last time I saw you, you shot at me, and now you're comforting me in a situation for a death that I was particularly not emotionally attached to.
Yeah, I mean, if it makes
Somebody
you feel
looks
any,
over. Is like,
yeah, and just at the same
Laura Hart's like,
yeah, at the same volume, I'm just like, well, if it makes you feel any better, it wasn't you that I was trying to shoot at.
we can cover this in therapy.
Okay. I think I'm gonna get out of here soon, so I don't know if this is gonna be much of a problem anymore.
Well, I mean,
Wow.
honestly, that's probably the safest course of action.
Yeah. When did you talk to Arabella?
Yesterday.
After everything?
Oh, yeah.
What do you make of what happened last night? Or the night before?
How much time do you have?
I mean, how long do you think it'll be before people notice we're missing?
Probably not long.
She asked me to go somewhere tonight.
Me too, that's why I talked to her.
I'm trying not to mince words here. Do you plan on killing her tonight?
Depends on what happens.
Why? Why all of this?
Come over here. And I kind of usher you
Yeah.
like a little more ways away from everyone else.
Yeah. So I steer away from the gathering of mourning people.
I can only say so much, but that thing that happened the other night with her, it's not the first time it's happened.
Really?
It's the first time I've seen, but last time it happened, a lot of people died.
In this town?
I can't say a lot.
I feel like if it happened here, people would know, right? When did it... God damn it, I'm getting way too deep into this shit. When the hell did that happen?
Well, it's been a long time. I'm here to keep an eye on her. And you seem to have some sort of connection with her.
I know the girl. I see her every day. I work on the compound. I tend to the place. I'm assuming you already know all of that. I'm trying to keep things calm and peaceful and normal.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I'm also trying to keep things peaceful. And I have nothing against the girl. It's not her fault this is happening.
So what should we do about this?
It's not about what I should do, it's what I have to do. When it comes to you, you can do whatever you want. I'm not here to tell you what to do.
I can't stand by and let you kill her if things come down to that, and that's gonna put us at odds.
If there was another way to stop that other side of her, then I would do it. But as far as I know, there's not.
It seems right now that you and I both have secrets that if any of these other people knew would put both of us in danger.
I shouldn't even be telling you this.
Well, you know things about me that nobody else does, so
Yeah.
I guess that kind of puts us at a stalemate.
Look, I'm perfectly happy to keep shooting weird monsters that happen to pop up when us three hang out. But when it comes to her, there's not much I can do. I know it sounds cliche, but I'm just following orders.
I don't think she knows that she is that thing. I think we should tell her.
I think that's a terrible idea.
I
I also don't think she knows, but what if she does? What if she finds out?
You don't think she's doing this consciously, do you?
No, and I think it should stay that way.
Then I think we should tell her. Maybe she can, I don't know, search through her consciousness and take control, or I don't know, man. I can't leave into the woods with a couple people and some guns and some girl from the compound and then come back alone, you know? I came here to get away from a strange and dangerous life. I can't start a new one here, and it's already too late for me to stop it, so either I leave or we deal with this. And I think I'm in too deep to leave now.
I think you are too.
You hear something rustle, and out of the woods next to you, you see Bowie appear.
And this fucking guy.
And then this one.
Bowie again? What's up?
He just looks up and then darts into the crowd. As people start to, like, kind of press forward as if something is, like, happening a bit more.
Whenever that thing shows up, something bad happens.
I'm not gonna argue with you there.
We should get back to the services.
Lead the way.
Arabella, you're noticing, everyone's talking, everybody's, that the usual line is drawn up to go up to Frederick. You notice Frederick's the only family member, like, lined up over there, and Jason is also lined there. And, as you approach the line and everything, too, and, you do your thing, you see one of the last people there is Peter Bastians.
Oh.
And you just hear,
Fred, I'm sorry about. I don't know what to say, really. She was a good kid. She bought a rifle from me a few weeks back, and she knew her stuff, and she has her dad to thank for that.
thanks, Peter. Peter turns to and sees you there.
Oh, Bella. Hello. Hope you're doing well.
We've all been better, I suppose.
Yeah.
How about yourself?
Good. Pretty good.
Good.
I've been, I'm trying to get out there a little more.
It shows.
Yeah, he just gives you a nod and kind of walks to the crowd there. And Mother Adele steps in front of the crowd. And the wait itself kind of begins, where people start saying a few words and everything there. And Mother Adele, with the backdrop of like the lake down below her and everything, and it's a gorgeous day out right now. She raises her hands and everyone quiets down. She says, "I'll be brief. It's best not to linger on occasions like this for too long. But a loss to Arcadian Haven is a deep wound. One felt through the hearts of all of us. It is one less laugh. One less part that helps make us what we are. Through faith, many of us may heal, but for others, all that we can give is time. For the world won't give that to us. I asked that you keep those who you love and who love you close. The temptation of vengeance and scorn is powerful. But know that there are powers that are far more potent. You only need to look beside yourselves. We will miss Lacey. And we will love her. Thank you. She nods and steps into the crowd. Is there anything you'd like to do before the service ends?
No, I'm okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Okay.
I did not kill that girl.
It wasn't me.
It was the moose. The moose.
I'm gonna like as people go up and like say what they need to say. When everyone is done, I'm gonna walk up and just I'm not gonna say anything, but I'm just gonna like pay my respects, just like
To Frederick.
yeah.
Yeah. He doesn't know you,
Yeah.
but like, he's obviously gonna play. He's not gonna be like, who the fuck?
Yeah.
You know, he like shakes your hand
Mhm.
and just says, I know you're new to town, but thank you for coming out. It means a lot.
Yeah, she was a good person.
Sorry, whenever you're done, I actually do want to do something.
I was just thinking the idea of seeing Barrett at like the end of the receiving line is so uncomfortable to
Yeah.
me. Like you see all these nice like towny people, like people like you would see in like a diner on like a Sunday morning, and then suddenly fucking Barrett.
Yeah.
Very jarring.
Sorry, I just want to go up and like talk to Frederick and
Yeah.
Jason.
They're both there.
I kind of like, I go up to Frederick first.
Yep.
And I'm like, I'm sorry for your loss. It truly was a great one, and it'll take some time to recover.
Yeah, it will. But thank you. I appreciate.
That's a lot, but I'll read it.
What?
Logic sent us.
I appreciate you being here. All of you. And he motions to the nuns.
Mm.
Mother Adele has made this a little more easier of a burden to bear.
Good. That's our goal. If you ever do need anything, we're always available.
Thank you.
She kind of nods and like walks over to Jason. She's like, "How are you holding up?"
He motions. He's the wheelchair. You notice that there's a torn jacket over his lap, and you notice like the familiar like flannel of Lacey's jacket over him. He says, it's tough. Thanks for coming, though.
Of course. Is that hers?
Yeah, never took the damn thing off. Gotta get stitched up, though.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, if you need any help, who to call.
Thanks.
She kind of like walks away, but as she walks away, she kind of wants to like try to get a good look at the jacket and see like how badly it's like.
Make a perception roll.
19.
So the cut in it, or the sort of damage, it looks clean, as if somebody had to like cut around it. Like it definitely, you're like, it doesn't look like something slashed it, but then it kind of hits you that maybe it's been cleaned up in a way, and to the audience maybe some blood and viscera, stains, some stains you can't get out, so you gotta
Use vinegar.
a stench of vinegar watches it. And it's
As a
not
woman, I
Like
say
our merch
baking
when it
soda.
arrives.
That's true.
Had doesn't.
Blood
Salt
free.
and vinegar.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. It really does.
Sorry.
Barrett, as you're kind of walking away from the service, you pass by like in the spot where you were when you were kind of isolated. There's a man leaning against the same tree you were, wearing a long black trench coat, and you can see hair cufflinks on the side over there. Darkstain, you see jewelry along, and you hear
These days are always tough, aren't they?
I'm gonna kind of walk past him, and without turning around, I'm just gonna say, "You here to pay respects?"
I find myself connected to these sort of situations, much like yourself. And sometimes paying respects, it gets old.
You have a name?
He's you, but cooler.
I am you, but cooler.
Yeah,
I am you.
My name is Raj.
I'll turn to look at him.
Yeah, he's not looking at you.
Such a bear response. Solid snake.
Geralt.
Yeah.
Carol, yeah, it's a list.
I thought I was supposed to meet you tonight.
And you will. We all like to have different sides of ourselves. This,
He motions to the service.
this is a rather big part of myself.
How'd you know Lacey?
I did not. I did not. And you knew her?
Briefly.
It is amazing. The people in our lives, while only there shortly, can leave such an impact.
Just kind of staring at him.
Yeah. Kind of moves off the tree and starts walking past you now. He says,
I wonder what side of yourself you will bring tonight.
Just have to wait and see.
Very good.
and he just walks.
I'm gonna look at him until I can't see him anymore.
Yeah, make a perception roll.
15.
Yeah, he starts just walking down the trail. And once he's out of view, from the crowd comes scurrying a white object. You see Bowie. Nobody seems to really like care this creature, but Bowie just like running after the same direction. And then stop. And just kind of look around.
I'm gonna start walking towards Bowie.
Yeah, Bowie's just kind of sniffing around now.
Hey, Bowie, what's going on? You know that guy?
Just runs in a circle.
I'll like kneel down to Bowie.
Just kind of looks frazzled.
Try and pick him up.
Yeah, he lets you.
I'm just holding him, like
Yeah.
looking at him.
People are now people start to notice now that
Yeah.
That's a guy with the ferret.
I don't trust that guy. I just say to ferret to Bowie.
Bowie just
Okay. Put him back down. Just kind of pat him.
he just goes on your shoulder.
Okay.
Anybody like to do anything before the night?
Yes.
Oh
I do.
yeah. Okay.
After that whole thing happens,
Yeah.
I'm gonna drive off. And I'm gonna drive to, I guess, urgent care.
Okay. Doc House, please.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I assume he's not there.
Correct.
I want to go up to the building.
Yeah.
Try and open the door.
Locked.
I'm gonna try and go around back.
Yeah. There would be a back entrance
All right.
or fire code.
Breaking in.
Try and open the door.
Locked.
I'm gonna try to open it. I'm gonna try
Okay.
to get in.
How are you breaking in?
Breaking the law.
Uh,
Breaking the law.
I don't think I'd have a pick lock on me.
So it's brute force. It is.
So I guess I'll try to kick down the door.
just-
Bash it.
Snipe it.
Make an attack roll.
I could try.
Yeah, he's just like-
first, I'm gonna try to like shimmy it with my knife,
Okay.
so I don't cause a scene.
Okay. All right. Make a dexterity roll.
You know, pry it open
Fuck
with
this
your
dude's
knife.
lockup.
Dude, this is a small
16.
business.
I know.
Without the proper tools, it
Yeah.
does make the DC higher.
I do have improvised tools.
Oh. Hold on, let me see. That's a advantage, right?
MacGyver.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rules check. It's called improvised weapons.
Improvised tools. I
Tools.
believe.
Sorry.
Yeah, you freak.
You freak.
Yes, improvised tools.
You ignore the circumstance penalty for using skills without proper tools. You suffer only a -2 penalty.
Wow.
Okay.
So the total is with a -2.
With the -2, did I roll?
You did.
Yes.
Said what was it? 15?
Oh god, fuck, I don't
13? 16?
It was
16.
a 15, I think. Right?
Well, it's a 13
My
now.
dex check.
Yeah.
It was a 15.
Okay, so it's 13 now.
Okay.
Dex check.
I'll say that, unfortunately, even with that, I mean, I've done this before, but
Okay.
should have brought a smaller knife.
All right. Then I'll try to just like bash the handle. I'm not trying to like kick the whole door.
Yeah,
I'll
make
try
an
to
attack roll.
Bash the handle.
This man's whole career.
20.
20? That hits. What's your unarmed?
You'll never financially
unarmed.
recover from it.
My arm damage.
Huh?
Arm
Legit.
damage. 1.
1? Yeah, you
I've had 2
break the, you're able to
clients
break
with
the
them.
knob and
That's
it
what
opens.
Steel door.
That was dead.
You know, obviously it's noticeable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, steal it.
Okay. I'll open the door.
Yep.
Go in, close the door behind me, even though the handle's
Yeah, you
broken.
close it and
consider
it,
it.
and it
Yeah,
like
yeah.
cracks open still.
Yeah.
You open the
Um,
door.
And I'm going to try to find Lacey's body.
Oh,
Make investigate roll.
do you remember that it was at the way?
Oh, I remember it wasn't there.
No, I know.
You're dead. Gosh darn it.
Investigate. 13.
13. Takes you longer than you'd like, but there is like a basement area where there is like a cold storage. Very similar to like a funeral home.
Yeah.
Should have followed the signs that said morgue.
Yeah.
No, it's too obvious.
But
Yeah, I
there's
can't
like essentially only 2 like units where to keep. It's like a very smaller version of it. You're kind of lucky that it's here and not at the funeral home over there. For one reason or another, it was not brought there. And you do see like there is like a closed unit, like freezer unit.
Before I open it, are her belongings nearby?
You don't see any.
Okay. All right, then I'll open it to see if.
And yeah, sure enough, you see with like a light like
Linen.
linen. Thank you. Yeah. You do see like the cold, pale corpse of Lacey LaCroix.
What the hell are you gonna do?
Okay, I'll close it back up.
Finger up.
He puts a stake on her chest and gets a hammer just to make sure.
Publication firmly believes in vampires.
Yeah. He burns the whole place down.
Yeah, I'll close it back up, and I'm
That's some good investigation.
I'm just gonna look around more for her stuff.
Yeah, make an investigator roll.
Poor girl.
Oh,
17?
you didn't see that they had
You-
a check.
Firmly believe now you've thoroughly investigated and they are not here.
Okay,
You dumb bitch.
Jeez.
I'm just gonna think to myself, and I'm gonna leave.
Yeah. Bowie's been with you the whole time, just kind of like on your shoulders, watching you.
Silently
Okay.
judging you.
Yeah. Okay. You leave.
Yep.
Anybody want to do anything else before the night cometh?
The night
Good
man.
she.
Yeah, I'm good. I guess drop Natalie
Yeah.
off at home after the service and or go to
Yeah,
lunch
she
or
she
something
looks
and
like
then take her home.
she's a very empathetic person.
Yeah.
You know, comes with the territory of her job, and she's like pretty shook for the day. You know, she doesn't bring up the night before you two or anything like that. The conversation. She knows it's not really appropriate. It's not really about that right now. You know, and she,
It's not always about.
as you drop her off at home, she she has like a pretty nice home. It's like a 2-story like family home. Even though she doesn't really have a family, it's like a big house for her in Old Town. And she puts a hand on your shoulder and doesn't say anything as she leaves. Right. So, time comes.
Yeah, right after I'm done there, I'm gonna drive to the designated spot.
Okay. It's still like it's only like 10 in the morning. So.
Yep. Oh, I'm gonna camp out there.
All right, I like it.
Damn.
In
So.
Barrett Stair fashion.
Thanks.
Yep.
So, the Orange Crest Cinema lies on the northeast of town in that abandoned and like almost like not industrial but ruined expansion of Arcadian Haven where most buildings did not come to fruition. The cinema was very close to being finished before its eventual cancellation. Another lost opportunity for Arcadian Haven.
There really is nothing to do in this town except get drunk.
It stretches on for quite a distance in either direction. There's a massive building itself with a large parking lot. And you can see there's a lot of like construction equipment and stuff that was left behind at the site that is like overgrown and all fucked up. Just like other buildings around Arcadian Haven, like kids have gotten to it. Bored fucking kids who, there's broken glass everywhere, stuff like that. The building itself has a large central like rounded front with glass panes all up the front here. It's made to look, you can see there's like red curtains, like a theater, like giant, that these are like 35, 40 feet tall, like all the way up, these curtains draped down behind the cracked glass. Over here is a very like, it's an old theater, right? But it's a modern like Cineplex kind of thing. Starts to get dark. When do you two decide to go?
I don't have a car, right? Like
No.
Yeah. I'm gonna go like a little earlier, like before it gets dark.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough ride for you.
Yeah.
Make a stealth roll. Unless you're gonna tell people you're leaving.
She's gonna try to be stealthy.
Okay.
My back. I forgot my bag.
17.
17. Feel pretty confident as you sneak out of your home. You sinner. So Jordan, I imagine you're probably the most like timely one since you have a
Probably.
vehicle and
Yeah. We get there at like 7 on the dot.
Are you all still dressed in funeral attire or
I am.
yeah?
So I didn't go anywhere.
No, after Jordan drops Natalie off, he stops home, changes into like normal clothes, and gives it a couple hours, and then goes to the Death Adder and has a couple drinks, and then goes says hi to some people, deals with some mourning people, and
Nobody's very confrontational. Anderson's there.
everybody's
He's
really-
not. He's like everyone's trying to just. It's a sullen day in Arcadian Haven, unfortunately.
I imagine most of like the people at the service went straight.
Yeah, absolutely.
after.
It's a it's a good
That's
business
where
day
like
for
the
them.
reception or whatever probably happened.
Yeah,
Whether it was
Fred-
like, official or not.
Fred is there, Lacey's father. Everyone's like around him, and there's actually like laughter, stuff like that too. It's people trying to break through this sheen of somberness.
Jordan does as he does and sits in the corner with his back against the
No one bothers
the
him.
pool tables and
You realize it's time to leave, and you go. You would be the last to arrive, I think.
Yeah. Oh god, I wish I had a car.
Get a moped or something.
Yeah, really gotta look into that.
Just for those few PowerPoints. Motion is easy to detect and easy to hear around these parts. So, Barrett, you'd be the first there.
I'm gonna like perch up, like
Perch up.
if there's another building nearby, or if there's.
I think there's like stacks of like construction equipment that you're able. You park farther away and you kind of just set up. You have your gun.
Yep.
Yeah. You see a vehicle approach into the parking lot, and you see the familiar truck of Jordan Teller.
Okay. I don't make myself known.
Okay.
I'm just watching.
Yeah, Jordan, you're kind of there, idle engine.
Yep.
Eventually,
Sitting, waiting for someone familiar to appear.
and you do hear the ring ring. Yeah. You hear the heavy panting of Arabella.
What kind of Stranger Things nonsense is this?
You can't afford a car.
You're like 26.
I live in a compound.
Tax free, rent free.
You think I got a job?
I got a job there. They don't pay you.
They let me live there.
They barely pay me.
That comes from the government.
Yeah, but yeah, you see his truck, of course. What do you do?
I kind of like get off my bike, kind of like put it somewhere semi-safe. I kind of like glance over at Jordan and I like for a quick second and I go inside.
So the building is like chained shut over there. The front doors. It's like 6 sets of double doors. But they're all like thick, heavy chains.
Okay.
And locked around. So you like
So then
go in and like yeah, real. And you cannot see inside the building. Those red curtains kind of obscure any view. It's like these velvety curtains. You do see like attempts of kids trying to break the glass where it's like cracked, but they just weren't strong enough. There's like trash all throughout the front of it as well. It's dark. It's starting to get darker and darker. It's maybe about like 10 o'clock.
Okay.
Wow, I've been sitting there for a while.
Yeah.
Not happy.
Yeah.
I'm just standing outside, like I kind of start like cleaning up a little.
Like kicking around,
kicking
like trash,
around,
making
yeah.
low piles.
Yeah.
I cut the engine and get out of the truck.
Okay. You hear Jordan's footsteps as he approaches.
I kind of don't say anything. I just wait for him to initiate.
Barrett, from your shoulder, Bowie jumps and definitely jumps down the debris and starts running towards you two. And you just see how the darkness is this ferret approach.
Bowie.
As he approaches, though, you notice something a little different about him. You notice his fur is a little prickly, and that there's like a soft glow to him, and that shape, a little spot on his forehead, there's a slight protrusion, and he's just looking around.
That makes me kind of like look around as well.
I walk up like kind of pretty much ignoring Bowie. I'm just kind of like desensitized to him being there.
Yeah.
Because he's just like always there when weird shit's going on. I walk up and I call out to Arabella. I'm like, what are we doing here, kid?
I don't necessarily know. I was told if I wanted information to come here.
It's information about what? So you didn't just tell me to come here so you could try to convince me not to leave town?
You can do whatever you want, Mr. Teller. I'm going to find out what's going on.
What do you mean? Why are we here?
I told you it's for information.
You want to find answers. And you both turn. And Barrett, you didn't, even in your scope, you didn't even see approaching from the side. You see no longer wearing well, he's still wearing the black trench coat, but it's like sleeveless now, and the dress shirt underneath the sleeves have been pulled up. It's like business is over. It's time. You know. You see Raj, where his hands were missing the rings from the service and everything before. They're back now, and you see like chains all over like his wrists and arms, like more so than any of you have noticed before in your limited interactions with him. And he just steps forward, and there's a considerable distance when he stops, and Bowie immediately moves between, like, in front of you guys, like, to intercept, and it's just, like, poised. He looks down.
You again.
Me again.
It's nice to see you.
You know him?
Well,
We have all met in some capacity. Isn't that right, Mr. Stare? He yells out.
I have my scope like trained on him.
He just...
kind of look in the direction.
Jordan kind of like smirks. He knows that Barrett's already there.
It would be quite exhausting if I had to talk like this the whole time, Mr. Stare. Why don't you come closer?
He's probably got us bugged.
Why would he do that?
Why would he put a bug on you?
I'm just like, son of a bitch. I put my gun away.
Yeah.
And just
As like you
walking up.
take the few minutes to pack up and start coming over, Raj like reaches into his inner pocket and pulls out like a steel cased cigarette holder, like kind of pretentious. Opens it up and he pulls out a cigarette and he takes out a Zippo lighter. Yeah, absolutely. And it's like very well rolled. Just, you know there's like premium tobacco in it. And he like offers one.
I don't smoke.
Neither do I. Oh, fuck. He throws the lighter and the cigarette on the ground. Why would anyone do that?
As I walk up with a cigarette.
Yeah.
Like a crappy, like...
It's just...
It's a noob.
That is one hobby I'm not getting into. He offers the cigarette case to you. Take that away from me. I do not want it.
People try to burn their demons, the other ones try to drown them.
Hello.
Others are them.
Just put it away.
I imagine now is the time you would like to get to business. To figure out what is happening here in this lovely town.
That would be nice.
You're just here to give us information?
Of course. Something needs to change around here.
I've never known information to come for free.
Oh, there is a price. Which brings me to this ultimatum. This is your last chance to leave, to walk away. Because truths cannot be forgotten. And when your worlds expand, like the universe itself, never stops. There is no collapse here. So, if you value your safety, your sanity, the road is there. He pauses.
Well, guys, it was nice meeting you all.
Very good. It was a pleasure, Mr. I have a cigarette for the road. I know you don't smoke, but
I'll remember you when I have a drink later. I might consider.
Very good. Yeah. He lowers his arms.
Jordan kind of like eyes everybody else.
I kind of like give you the side eye.
I feel like everyone's looking at me right now. Sorry. He puts his hands in his pockets. He's like, I'm not leaving until we know what's going on here.
Yeah, I can't leave. I'm not sure what you're talking about, but I'll be here for it.
I need to know what's going on.
Very good. I knew you would not disappoint. In there lies an Umbra.
What is that?
A precursor to calamity. In some cases. It is the emergence of a very powerful being.
So, like a wormhole?
It does not take in. It is merely an overlapping of reality.
Oh, so like some quantum shit.
He shrugs.
Like what happened to Lacey.
That is something similar. There are beings out there. Concepts made into form. Pay attention. There are kin and there are kith. What you have stumbled upon, these Umbras, are a byproduct of a kin attempting to reach this reality. And he goes to the door, and you can't see, he's kind of blocking the view, but he reaches forward and the door opens, and the chains all sat down, it's loud. And he opens up the door and starts walking in.
I follow right behind him.
Yeah, he doesn't look to see. He just keeps talking. And as you walk in, you see the interior of the theater. Large, very tall ceilings. You walk past the velvety curtains. And you see like a ticket counter. No computers or anything obviously set up, no equipment. See a concession stand right towards the back end center. You see a strange warping like carpet pattern. It's just like random and abstract throughout it. And there are two hallways leading into what you assume are the actual theaters. And there are actually staircases. Very well like crafted, like the wooding or the woodcraft on the railing leading up is very fancy. Everything here has this old, like they're trying to recapture that old like European theater-esque, but with modern touches. And you see like empty poster casings all along. And he as he continues walking, he says, kin are a strange phenomenon. They represent qualities of reality and of the universe. And as I said, take form. A kin is complex, but some are simple. It is much like everything. They vary. And they range from beings of childlike wonder and simplicity to diabolical, nefarious, intelligent creatures. A kin wanders. A kin focuses. But everyone is powerful. And he just starts stepping through, and as he steps through, he says, "This is an Umbra. A weak one. Barely taken form." And as he steps, you see the carpet, the shapes begin to shift, like that blue-black pattern, and you all feel like a little woozy.
but still maintain control. And this pulse around you, unshaken, Raj turns to face you, and he has this big smile. He says, "You do not belong in an Umbra, but here you are." And everything shakes. The carpet pattern begins to form into triangles all throughout, filling these large, like net-like pattern, like a honeycomb of triangles all around. And everything around you begins to just kind of warp and twist and turn. Like you're very heavily intoxicated before starting to settle a bit. You can hear shifting of like concrete and wood and metal in the distance. Like something is changing. He says, "A kin who stop at nothing until they achieve what they desire. Kin are forming here in Arcadian Haven, congregating. And you three have been stopping them, whether you realize it or not."
Why are they here?
That is what I am trying to find out. Something is drawing them here. What would they want with such an unimportant place?
If you know so much about them, why aren't you stopping them yourself?
I have to follow orders.
What about the other things? Kith?
He kind of looks down. He
4 guys in grease paint have to do with this.
says, "A Kith. You will never meet a Kith. If you do, your existence is forfeit."
So, they're like a god.
Much more. A Kith. If a kin is a concept made into form, a Kith embodies a much wider expanse of nature, of... He looks away, he says, "It is vast. For example, you may know of, or rather you may meet a Kith of death. And such a being cannot be conceptualized to us, but they exist. For death exists everywhere and in everything. In organisms, in thought, in memory. And this Kith exists to facilitate that.
Is it dangerous, or can they be okay?
As I said, if you ever were to meet a Kith, if it were even possible, as some do not take a perceivable form, you would cease to exist yourself from the sheer experience. But they are not dangerous. They do not wish to harm anyone. He backs up, he says, well, most don't.
If the room wasn't bending in strange shapes right now, I would think you were trying to recruit us to a polytheistic cult.
No, I do not care if you believe me or not. I'm just speaking the truth. And these are not beings that wish to be worshipped, most of the time. Kith do not meddle in the affairs of
small creatures like us.
But kin are.
Kin are offspring of Kith. When you have such a vast concept like death, many choose to interpret it, to conceptualize it in different ways.
Is that why the creatures keep changing?
It is why such a variety exists. The creatures you have seen are another breed entirely. They are called spawn. It is if a kin is the offspring of a kith, the spawn is a byproduct of a kin's power.
I stop for a second and I take out the cell phone.
Ah. That.
Is this what you're talking about?
Yet another piece of this explanation. Spawn are like minions, creatures to bend to the will of a kin. That is a bygone. He reaches out for you to give it to him.
Yeah, I hand it to him.
Objects given a piece of the concept that is a kin. When you have thwarted their advance into your reality and closed in Umbra, it left behind its essence into an object like this. And they have qualities of that kin.
So, otherworldly beings that are the offspring of gods are having kids in our dimension, and when we kill these grandchildren of gods, they give us cell phones?
And stars. And other objects. He offers the phone out to you. Just touch it.
Sure.
He doesn't want you to hold it, just
No.
touch it.
Okay.
And then he hands it to you, Arabelle. And he gives it back to you, Barrett, and you see, when you open that app, you see 2 contacts have been added. And you see Jordan and Arabella.
Okay. What happens if I hit this button?
Find out.
Aneurysm.
I hit Arabella.
Say something.
Hello?
You hear it in your mind, the resonating voice of Barrett, just a fraction of a second behind him, as he speaks beside you. And you hear, hello.
What happened?
Connections form in many different ways. This is one such way.
I could hear you.
I would hope so.
I could hear you in my head. It was like a weird delay. Like I was hearing you next to me and I was hearing you in my head. And that sounds crazy.
Need I remind you, we're standing in a room that is rippling like a lake. And the ceiling is swirling, and if I look at it for too long, I get nauseous.
Yeah, this is a lot.
But you don't know why they're coming over here. Something's drawing them here?
I do not know. But in something like this, doesn't happen often. And not in my experience.
Has it happened other places?
I have not witnessed it myself in this manner.
I'm not taking these meds anymore at all.
Should give them to me.
What should we do? about it. Is there anything we can do to close that?
You have been doing a wonderful job thus far. Closing these Umbras and stopping these kin from achieving their goal.
And what happens if we don't? What happens if I just go home?
Beings of great power and scale often neglect, dare I say, not even notice, being smaller than them. And if their goal happens to obliterate this town and maybe the planet from existence, it doesn't matter to them. They live long, long lives.
This is a lot of information.
I warned you. I have a question. What is that? And he points down to Bowie, who's still kind of posed between you.
I kind of like scoop him up, like. I'm like, this is Bowie.
And you can see now Bowie's like that protrusion, that diamond shape, that pyramid shape has gotten larger now that you've entered inside here.
I got a theory about that little guy.
He's been helping us.
I think he can sense Umbra.
See? He's like spiky.
He's like vibrating.
Yeah.
He shows up whenever we're near those things, those portals or whatever they are.
That is...
If what you're telling us is true.
Could he be some sort of kin?
I do not believe so, but a kin could take a form like that.
They're not all nefarious, right?
No, of course not.
Then it doesn't completely invalidate that idea.
He walks up and he just leans down, kind of just like eye level. I do not know. This is no kin I have ever seen.
Well, whatever he is, he's one of us, so.
He's our buddy.
Keep him close. That is a valuable talent to have.
How did you come to know all of this?
Experience.
This has happened in other places.
Kin have appeared, sparingly, and sometimes I go to them.
Can I ask where?
You would not know the place I speak of. Not here. And he kind of gestures around. You don't really understand if he means like here, in town, the planet.
How do you get places? Like...
You put one foot in front of the other, and in a sequence... I'm kidding. You are not amused. Simply the way everyone else does.
What about that shit that happened years ago? That the what were they, pillar things? You know, the big black things that shot out of like New York and Egypt and you know.
So looking at you, says, I do not know of that which you speak of. I am not quite up to date on my current events. I travel around a lot, and a lot of places I go, not a lot of good reception.
Where are you from? Are you from here, I guess?
Sure.
It's pretty ambiguous.
Well, I don't think we know each other all too well yet for me to divulge all of my information.
That's not fair. You knew where I lived.
Where I hang out.
You knew how to find us. You can give us something.
Make a perception or a persuasion roll.
Can I assist?
Yeah, don't roll yet though.
Oh wait, he rolls first or to
I'm sorry.
assist?
Jordan, roll first.
Nice, dude.
17
Ooh.
plus 3, unnatural
Nice,
20.
Got a +5 then.
Nice, dude. That's a +9, baby.
Okay, all right.
Nice.
Good thing I fucking suck.
There's that hero point.
No, it's not right.
Dude, why not? It's
What time is it?
9:10.
Fuck.
I gotta stop telling you guys to use hero points. I'm gonna
Yeah,
shut
I know,
up.
Because we always do. They
Yeah.
always do when you tell us.
Because I'm like, I wish it would like, if they remember,
Well, I
they
mean,
could
we've
use
just
it.
been having like
Sure, I know you're
soap
so
opera.
you're invested in it, so I'm like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
then maybe they're not thinking about mechanics. Yeah,
No, we're
15.
wanna help.
living lives here.
15.
Yes. No, I lied. Oh god.
13.
Yeah, 13. I'm sorry.
Do you
I'm
even
dumb.
remember what
I'm
you're
mega
rolling
dumb.
for?
No.
Perhaps you can ask me another time. I like to keep people guessing in some ways. And I'll tell you what. If you can figure out more about me, I will confirm information. I'm being vague, and it's frustrating, I understand. But your intentions are still neutral. Your commitment not yet proven. You stumbled into this by mistake, of course. So please forgive me if I am a bit hesitant to divulge.
I understand.
Thank you.
Well, now that that's all over with, what are we doing here? How do we stop this one?
This... As you have already noticed, you are not being attacked. You're not being harmed. No spawn has come to kill you. This is because we are in the earliest stage of the Umbra.
Is it possible to stop it before it grows?
Of course, and it is quite easy.
How do we do that?
He motions for you to follow down one of the halls. And as you guys start to notice that the movie posters are actually filled now, the cases are filled now, but it's filled with like nonsense. Like you just see like a field with red grass and like there's blurs. They're trying to imitate what a movie poster would be, and it's just like a different language, like blah blah blah.
Like those like AI generated images.
It's
100%.
interdimensional television.
Yeah. The snip snarp and the bibbly. Yeah,
Rob Schneider is the stapler.
yeah, and that's like the most legible one.
Yeah.
Over there, you just see like a figure standing in like this red field, looking out over an ocean that is the sky. Like
Straight up the What Dreams May Come poster.
yeah. And other ones are just shapes. Some of them look deep, like and you like put your hand against it and your hand goes into like a
Oh.
dark abyss and you pull out and it's like water dripping to your hands. All that and Raj is just walking forward.
I'm right behind him, same as before. I'm like keeping Bowie tucked in.
Yeah.
Unless he jumps out.
Yeah, no, he's vibrating. He's vibing.
Bad vibes only.
Yeah.
Because what you found with that girl, that is something different. Spawn have taken form outside of an Umbra. It is very rare. They are disconnected from their master. Know that just because you are not in an Umbra doesn't mean you are safe.
How are these things crossing over without a gateway, though?
Simply the will to assist their master.
How the hell do we stop that?
You do not. Strike that. You find whatever it is these kin are looking for. Realize why they are coming here to begin with, and perhaps getting rid of that will stop all of this. For with no purpose to come here, they will not even notice Arcadian Haven.
And what do you advise we do? Let them go until we figure out what they're looking for?
How you choose to investigate this is up to you. Perhaps prying into the minds of kin trying to get in will help.
So if we find the purpose of the kin, we can potentially stop the Umbra from opening?
You can stop them from wanting to come here to begin with, and thus preventing Umbras from occurring.
Okay.
Great, so we look around this interdimensional space for a concept.
Well,
Yes, that is a good way to look at it.
this is the first time that we've seen in a city or a town. Usually they're out in the woods, which means there has to be something there or something here that they have in common. There's some sort of purpose, right?
Could be.
This is all very angels and demons, isn't it?
That would imply factions, which do not exist among most Kith and Kin. They tend to stay out of each other's ways. It is, in fact, more important to them to stay away from one another, in most cases. Could you imagine if concepts of matter and of thought converged and personified in such a cosmic scale? Oh, that would be... He stops, he kind of leans against one of the posters. You see like a tendril reach out, and he swats it away. And he's like, that would be... Do not want to be here for that.
Yeah, so it is some quantum shit that's happening here. Okay, I don't know what we can do about any of this. I don't really know how to leave this place now.
Is it possible that being in the Umbra or being next to the kin could change someone?
Absolutely. You can fall into what a kin represents. It is similar to how the bygones function, that scarf that you possess. Its own essence is imbued within you when you wear it. And that, and he reaches out for the scarf.
Mm-hmm. I kind of take it off.
He examines and kind of runs his finger over the triangle. And he says, a sad one, depending on who you ask. He gives it back. He says, please do not think that if a kin embodies what you perceive as a negative concept, that it is in fact a negative being, a harmful one.
Now we're getting into tarot cards.
All I ask is that you keep an open mind.
If we can figure out their purpose, and especially if we can find some, maybe even if it's Bowie, that are not harmful, it can give us insight to this whole thing.
Some may cooperate, if you give it what it wants.
What do you want, Bowie?
Do you see, Bowie's been staring at Raj this entire time.
Mm.
He says, You approach what looks to be the entrance into like one of the theaters, like the screens, and he says, "I know what kin is here. I did some investigating beforehand. You will meet the kin of stories. Not particularly harmful. Well, stories in of themselves are very powerful. And it's up to you whether or not they will have a good or bad ending."
Either way, it needs to go, right?
Of course.
Then the answer's clear.
Give it what it wants. He opens the door. And you can see that normally that like slight up ramp into the theater, it's like winding and goes far.
I guess our job tonight is to watch movies.
If we figure out what it wants, then we can give it to it, and we can learn more and end this. Or close this.
Time ago, in a galaxy far, far away.
Oh, don't be derivative now. Please, I will be with you. I will answer whatever questions you have, if I can. But I cannot close this, Umbra.
Why not?
I have rules to follow.
Can you tell us how you usually investigate, how you usually find them?
There are signs that I can see.
You know, I don't trust anyone who says they have orders to follow.
Well, such is the life of an experienced soldier.
I guess it is.
I start kind of wandering down.
Yeah. He doesn't watch you go, but just kind of looks at you too.
It's not like we have a choice, huh?
There's always a choice. You might just not like it.
Jordan's eyes are like darting between Raj and watching Arabella go in that doorway down the hall and like
Yeah,
back and
he
forth.
like looks right at you, kind of just like now ignoring Barrett.
Yeah.
And he just says, "It beats running in the other direction."
What does this kin want?
You have to ask him.
Where is he?
Points at Arabella.
Alright.
How else did you expect to spend Saturday night?
Not like this. I start walking towards Arabella.
As you guys like pass the door, Raj steps into the doorway, and you kind of just see like his shadow, his lights like pour, like cast over all of you, and we see his arms reach out to both doors, and he just says, "I wonder what stories you'll tell." And as he shuts, we get a quick, like, as soon as we hear that sound, the door changes and we're in a different place. We see a familiar steel-clad door surrounded by rubble with a red light. Boom. Boom. And we fade to black.
Oh.
Sheesh.
There's so much.
What the fuck?
Oh, that was a lore dump at the end.
So much lore.
Yeah.
I wrote so much down.
I feel like we're finally getting to the fucking point of all of this.
Yeah.
Only scratching the surface of it. Jesus Christ.
Well, if you liked what you see, thank you so much. We're here every week. Wednesdays, 6:30 p.m. East Coast time at twitch.tv/keeptappinets. But you can view all the episodes, you can catch up, you can watch again over at youtube.com/keeptappinets or Spotify.
You can listen to us.
Yeah, look up the Umbra Initiative, Keep Tapping X. We're on wherever you get your podcast. That's where we are.
But if you want to be part of the show, make sure to watch on Twitch Live. where you can make sounds pop up in our chat that we don't know how to get rid of when you follow and stuff. And you can talk to us in chat.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll read it.
God,
Audrey.
Oh
Yeah.
my god,
We'll
yeah.
read it.
So funny.
We'll read it.
Amazing.
Should we right now?
We will in the when we end the stream.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Before the raid. So be a part of all the discussion. We also have a Discord. Our link tree is in all of our descriptions, so you can join the Discord over here where we talk about stuff, and we post art and generally talk about plot and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Thanks to anyone who popped in today.
Yes,
thank you,
everybody.
Thank you
Thanks for the raid.
Yeah, we were raided
Thank you.
early on.
For the raid.
It was nice for the shoe to be on the other
let me
foot.
just
Usually
shout-
we read people.
We do
Let me
read.
shout out the raid people again.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me grab it.
We do read your comments, and
Oh yeah,
we
we
did.
Orphans
We
of-
giggle at chat the whole time.
yeah.
Orphans of Urnol. I'm sorry if I butcher that pronunciation,
can't.
but thank
Yeah.
you for that raid.
Read the followers who
and
followed.
the followers: Crystal Sword, Zero, Orphans of Rule, and Ghost Gargoyle.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Do we have more? And Davy Jones Show.
Hey.
Thank you.
Hey.
Thanks for everybody who's talking in chat and everything there. We
Yeah.
always appreciate
Yeah,
that.
Thanks for
really
the support.
appreciate it.
Making
Yeah.
us laugh when we shouldn't.
Yeah.
Over
Today's
there.
the last.
Thanks for the birthday wishes.
Yes.
Yeah.
To remind
Yeah.
everybody in chat that it is our GM's birthday.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yes,
He's
thank
awesome
you.
and mighty and old.
Oh, thank you.
If you are watching on Twitch, we're gonna raid someone.
Yeah, we're gonna raid somebody.
Yeah.
Help someone over
It's
there.
our last episode of 2021, guys.
Hey.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
We'll see you in the new year
The
then.
new year, yeah. Have a
New
happy
New year,
new
new
year.
dimension.
Have a happy new year,
Yeah,
guys.
please check out all our links. We love you. If you want to give me a birthday gift, share us. That's
Yeah.
all I want. Just share and talk about us.
Spread the word. Spread the
Yes.
word.
Absolutely.
All right. So we love you. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. See you next year.
Oh.